Okay, so we start out today's article by seeing a scenario of Paige holding a piece of paper in her hand. This is the list that has all the things that they have to do, and she's reading it to the twins. So Paige says, okay, we have 4 jobs to do.
Okay, well, Jimmy's okay with that. He says, only 4?
No, that's easy.
Yeah, well, exactly.
And that's what Timmy says. Oh, that's easy. What's first?
Okay, they seem confident, but Paige then says, we must pick up Mac and Cheese's poop.
Oh.
That's one of the worst jobs straight out there. So poop, P-O-O-P, also said poo, P-O-O, and dookie, and number 2, and many other words and phrases. This is food waste that comes out after you've eaten something.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about.
You do. I'm pretty sure all of you guys know this word.
You know poo-poo.
All right, so let's look at the picture. The 3 kids in the picture, they look horrified. Oh, no. They don't want to do this job. It smells bad. It's gross.
Ew. Pick up the poo.
Right, so we have a scenario here. It says Paige has a bag in her hand and is picking up the poop. And Paige, while she's doing this, she says, I love my dogs. I love my dogs.
Yep, she's thinking about the good things and not about the poop in her hand. So now we see that we see the list, and pick up poop is crossed out, so they've done it. The next, we can see the next job on the list, and we can see the words. It says choose the right dog food. Okay, that's what the list says. Choose the right dog food. Now, right, we don't mean like right hand, left hand right, but it's spelt the same way, R-I-G-H-T, right, and it's an adjective. Let's find out what this right means by going to our word power section. So here, right means suitable or correct or as it should be, like doing the right thing, wearing the right clothes for an occasion, and so on. For example, you should buy that hat. It looks just right on you. You should buy that hat. It looks just right on you.
Okay, so they've got this item on the list. They have to choose the right food. So we see in the picture, Jimmy and Timmy are choosing food. They're in the kitchen probably. Now, Jimmy says, what about chocolate? Everyone loves chocolate, so they're obviously want to feed the dog chocolate. Maybe they like chocolate, so they think the dogs like chocolate too.
Makes sense. Timmy's got a smarter idea.
Okay.
He says, apples are healthy, and then he says, an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Interesting.
Yeah, now this phrase, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, it's a very old saying. Basically means fruit, any kind, apples, whatever, is good for you. And if you eat lots of fruit, you'll be healthy and the doctor won't need to come to see you. So there you go. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Give the dogs apples, they'll be fine.
Okay, so chocolate and apples. Probably not the best foods. Paige here, she comes in and she sees Jimmy and Timmy looking at the chocolate, looking at the apples, and she says, no! Dogs shouldn't eat chocolate or apples. Now, she has a good reason for this. Both of these foods actually make dogs really sick. So you shouldn't ever give dogs chocolate or apples to eat. There you go. So Jimmy, looking elsewhere, he looks in a low cupboard, one of the ones that's down there, not a high one up there, and says, I found the dog food. It's probably a bag with a picture of food and a dog
Or a dog,
on it.
yes.
Yes. All right, so let's check out the next scenario. It says, Paige shows the next item on the list. It reads, clean up dog hair. And we see in the list here, clean up dog hair.
Yep, so the next picture shows Paige using a vacuum cleaner, those machines you use for picking up dust and hair and other things off the floor. And Paige is saying, there's so much hair.
Now, as a girl,
Yep.
I can understand this.
Yep.
Hair falls out.
Yes, it does.
It gets everywhere.
Yeah, cats and dogs have the same. Not all cats and dogs, but many cats and dogs do leave hair everywhere. You have to clean it up.
Right, if you wear black clothes and you have a white cat or a white dog, hair everywhere. You've got to clean it before you go out. All right, so let's look at the next scenario.
3 down, just 1 to go.
It says, page shows the next item on the list. And then here we see in the list, it says, keep our dogs clean. All right, so the kids have to learn about keeping pets clean. Keep is a verb, and it's spelled K-E-E-P, keep. We're going to check out more about it now. So we know keep is a verb. When you use it in past tense or present perfect, we say keep, kept, K-E-P-T, kept. So keep, kept, kept. When you keep something, you make someone or something stay in a state, position, or place. That means you want it to keep going the way it already is. Here's an example. Police officers keep people safe. One more time. Police officers keep people safe. That means they make sure that the people stay safe.
And so they have to keep the dogs clean.
That's
so
right.
the dogs are kind of clean, but they need to make sure they stay clean, they keep them clean. Now, clean is an adjective. It's spelled C-L-E-A-N, clean. Let's find out what it means right now. If something is clean, it is not dirty. So when it comes to people and animals, this means that they wash regularly and keep their appearance neat. And this means taking care of your hair, making sure your clothes are washed too, and all of that kind of thing. For example, Jill put the clean clothes away in the drawer. Jill put the clean clothes away in the drawer. The clothes are clean, they have been washed, so you can put them away. So clean the dogs. This is one of those differences with dogs and cats. Cats clean themselves.
Right.
Very handy. Dogs, you need to get a bit of help. So we see Jimmy and Timmy are washing Mac. And they're getting wet too.
Of course they are.
It's difficult to wash a dog without getting very wet yourself unless it's a small dog. Jimmy says, "It's your bath, Mac, not our bath."
Oh, now Timmy continues. He says, "Stay still, Mac." So obviously the dogs are probably having a little bit of fun, shaking and playing in the water. Water's going everywhere. So that's why Timmy said, "Stay still, Mac." Now, still is an adjective, and it's spelled S-T-I-L-L, still. We're going to find out more about it right now. Okay, we're talking about the adjective still. Here, the adjective still describes something that's not moving. So if you're saying stay still, you want something to stop moving and stay not moving. Stay not moving around, not kind of running or jumping. Now, we can use it in an example sentence like this. When the music stops playing, stand still or you're out of the game. One more time. When the music stops playing, stand still or you're out of the game. Okay.
Yeah, we used to call that game musical statues. I don't know if you had a different name, maybe.
Well, we played it with chairs, musical chairs.
We played that too, so there's lots of different games like that.
Okay, well, here in the picture, the bath is finished, the dogs are clean. Now Paige, we see in the picture, Paige is combing Cheese's coat. And she says, "Oh, you look really nice now, Cheese." She's got a comb or a brush, and she's kind of just doing this to the fur.
Yeah, sometimes the fur can get like twisted and tangled up, or you get little things, you know, that make it stick together. So just brush that out, comb that out. So we see all the items are crossed off the list. The 4 jobs are done, and Mr. Wang is saying to them, "You kids did a great job."
Ooh.
Now this phrase, "do a great job," means you complete a task really well, better than people expected you to do it. For example, if you get 100% on an exam or you sing really well in a show, people will say, you did a great job.
Oh, thank you. All right, now Mrs. Wong says, now you can wear these. And we see her giving Paige a badge, right? And on the badge, it says, I promise to love my pets. So the badge, which is kind of like a button you can wear on your shirt probably, says, I promise. Now, promise is a verb here, and it means to say that you will definitely do something in the future. For instance, you can promise your parents that you will finish your homework after dinner. But if you don't do it, you might get in trouble or make your parents not trust you as much that you will really do what you will say. So I promise to do my homework. That means you're going to do it.
So yeah, this badge, it's kind of a reward, a nice badge to show they know what to do. But it is also a promise, so that it doesn't mean, okay, we did the jobs, that's it. No more.
I'm done.
They have to keep doing those things, cleaning, washing, feeding, and poop picking up all the time.
That's right.
They have to share the rest of the work with the family. So it's a promise that they will keep loving their pets by doing those things. They don't want to see the dogs sad and hungry.
No.
So hopefully Paige, Jimmy, and Timmy have learned something. Maybe you guys have too. It's time now for today's review time.